Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. It is time to update my quartergram eyeshadow project for 2020. This is my first update and I'm actually quite excited to share this with you. So I started this project, sorry I'm just kicking off my shoes. I'm gonna cross my legs, gonna get comfy. Okay, so I started this project because I haven't done an eyeshadow related project in a long time, like panning style project. Love to pan makeup, eyeshadow I struggle with, lip products I struggle with. Now if you want to know like in depth more about this project, I'll link the original video, no it's going to go up here and down here. So the intro video, you can go and watch that. But the general premise of this project is to take eyeshadows that I have chosen, wear them and use 1/4 gram of the product and then swap it out for something else. I am also using this project as a way to sort of re-familiarise myself with my collection and hopefully come to terms with decluttering quite a lot of stuff. And I am actually going to declutter something in this video, 2 things actually, so that's exciting. Let's start with the palettes. So here I have the Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the original one. Here's what she looks like on the inside. I haven't hit pan on anything, which is not super surprising. But the starting weight of this palette was 144.54 grams. The goal that I needed to reach to like swap it out is 141.54 grams, and it is currently at 144.44 grams. So I've only used 0.1 gram of this palette, and I've actually been wearing it a lot. And I won't lie, I was surprised that I had used so little product out of this palette. It makes me realize that this is definitely not going to be an easy project. I knew it wouldn't be. Eyeshadows are one of the hardest things to pan, along with shit like blushes, highlighters if you don't use them on your body, and lipsticks if you don't reapply them regularly. So, fun. I am going to keep that palette in the project. I'm going all right with it. I'm happy. I'm enjoying the looks that I am currently creating with it. The next palette is the Smashbox Ablaze palette. Is that right? Yes, Ablaze palette. So here's what she looks like. Now, the original weight of this was 63.99 grams. My goal is 61.99 grams. It's currently at 63.87 grams. So I've used 0.12 grams, which is a lot more than I thought. But I will say I am decluttering this. I don't mind it. It's all right. It's not like an absolute favorite. I like the color story. It's very wearable, all that stuff. I just know that I don't need this. I've used it, and like since I've used it and like created different looks with it, I'm like, I like it, but I also have like 60,000 palettes. So do I need to keep it? And the answer is no. Now I know for sure, like I could pan this whole cream matte eyeshadow. I know I could, because I can use it as a base, like set my base. So I can probably hit pan on that and go through it quite quickly. But I feel like if I do that, I'm essentially then having a palette that's missing one shade. And who the fuck wants that? No one wants that. In this condition where it's been lightly used, I can pass it on to a friend who might love it. So I'm passing it on. In its place, I am introducing the Holika Holika Milky Eyeshadow Palette. This smells like strawberries. I love it. So this is the color story. It's a little quad. It's not seen much use from me at all. I've actually only used these 2 shades in the palette. So I want to give this a good go. I want to see if I'm going to actually use it in the future or if it can be decluttered. So that is what is being introduced. Let's look at single eyeshadows. So here I just have like randoms. I've got Makeup Geek over here. This, I don't know where it come from. I would have pulled it out of a palette. And this one's Tarte, and this is Ulta 3. Now, these cream ones, let's do them first because I have hit my goal on both of them. I've hit my goal on both of them. So this Ulta 3 one originally was 4.94 grams. My goal was 4.69 grams, and it's currently 4.48 grams. So I've done really well with that. The Tarte one, that was 1.9 grams. It's currently 1.52 grams, and my goal was 1.65 grams. So both of them I've hit my goal on. They both have really nice dips in them. I don't know, let me see if I can show you, because dips are fun. So you might be able to see that this shade does have a dip in it. It's actually quite hard to show you. Maybe you can sort of see it there. Let's take a look at the Tarte one. So that's the Tarte one. It's yeah, it's really difficult to show you these dips, but it's there. Now, I might potentially be close to actually hitting pan on this Tarte one. The Ulta 3 one, I've still got a way to go, but I've decided to just keep them in the project and finish them. I'm just using them to, like I said, set my eyeshadow base before I go in with other eyeshadows. So, you know, I'm happy to just use them and pan them. Let's get into other shades. So this one here is Makeup Geek Brownie Points. This was 4.4 grams. My goal was 4.15 grams. It's currently 4.4 grams. So I've still got a long way to go on this shade, but I'm enjoying it. So that one can stay. Now, one that I am getting rid of is Tuscan Sun from Makeup Geek. This shade looks really beautiful. This looks sort of like a dirty pink, but when it goes on my skin, it's really bright pink. It's too much pink. I don't like it. So this one came in at 3.97 grams. My goal was 3.72. It is currently 3.95. So I only used 0.02 grams. But I'm getting rid of it because I don't need it. I am swapping that out with another Makeup Geek eyeshadow. I'm going to be doing this for a little while because I want to sort of work my way through my Makeup Geek eyeshadows before I move on to other singles. This one is Curfew, so it is a purple shade. Starting weight is 4.42 grams, so we'll see how we go with that. This one is, you guessed it, Makeup Geek. It is Cherry Cola. So this one was 4.45 grams. My goal is 4.2 grams, but it's currently at 4.44 grams. So I've used 0.01 of a gram. My last Makeup Geek shade is Wild West. So this one was 4.04 grams when I introduced it. My goal is 3.79 grams, and I have used 0.02 of a gram. So it's currently 4.02 grams. These take a long time. I've been saying for a while, like, I want smaller pans of eyeshadow, like give me less. Just give me less. Give me smaller pans, smaller palettes, smaller everything. And this is why. Because unless this is your only fucking crease shade, like it's gonna last you a year. It's gonna last you a year of regular use. So rein in the eyeshadow purchasing. Now my last single eyeshadow is this random brown shade. So it came in at 3.04 grams. My goal is 2.79 grams. It's currently 2.98 grams. But you might notice it has a little ding up here in the corner, and that is because I dropped this whole palette. It fell on my floor, and I lost a little chunk of it. So that's not actual, like, fair. Like, I didn't actually use all of that. I have used it, and it's nice. I like it. I'm happy to keep going with it for now. I don't know if it will survive another month or not. We will see. And finally, I have my single items. So let's start with Colourpop, because I'll have a chat about this one. So this is Paradox. This started at 18.9 grams. My goal is 18.65 grams. and it's currently 18.87 grams. So I've used 0.03 grams. Now, I only use this like once. And I'm wondering if, because it's sort of like a cream to powder formula, if when I use it, it just seems to use a lot of the weight because it's maybe a little bit more of a wet formula, or if it's drying out. I don't know, but I only used it, I think I used it once or twice. So I'm going to keep that one in there, and I am going to try and maybe focus on it a little bit because I'm curious about how much is like getting used up and how quickly that happens. But I'm also concerned about the formula drying out and whether I even like the formula of these sort of satin matte Colourpop eyeshadows, because I got a few, and if I don't love it, why keep them? My Bbiba pigment, I don't actually know how to pronounce this brand. It is a Korean brand. This is really gorgeous. I love it. It's like sparkly foil deliciousness. This came in, or it started at 9.98 grams. My goal is 9.73 grams. It's currently 9.95 grams. So I use 0.03 of a gram. I did use this a few times, but look, I feel like the amount that has been used up with this, like 0.03 of a gram, is more than I expected based on how often I used it. So I think the weight of this one could go down fairly quickly if I focus on it, but I probably used it a handful of times in the last month. And to be fair, I didn't wear a lot of makeup since starting this project, so it is what it is. My last item is from Etude House. It is the Mirrorholic liquid eyeshadow Tiny Twinkle Mini Mirrorholic Liquid Eyes Ornament. Came in a trio ornament thing last year for holiday season. Not last year, the year before, 2018. Anyway, this is in the shade Snowflake on My Eye. It is gorgeous. So this was 13.23 grams. My goal is 12.98 grams, and it's currently 13.09 grams. So I'm pretty close on this one. I'm sure that if I had used it more this month, I would have hit my goal. Being a liquid product, it's heavier than powder products. And I only use this maybe 4 or 5 times in the month. So I'm impressed with how much I managed to get through, or how much of the weight I managed to use up. I consider this a little bit of a gimme product because it is a liquid. Liquid's way more than powder, so you're gonna see progress a little bit quicker with an item like this. I'm gonna keep it in here and keep going because I reckon I can definitely hit my goal. And I think based on how I'm feeling about this product right now, this is one that if I hit my goal, it's going to go back into my collection because I really do enjoy it. So yeah, this is the one that I'm like, you're easy, and I should have used you more because I probably could have hit my goal. So that's it for my little 1/4 gram eyeshadow project update number 1. Very exciting. Let me know if you guys are doing a dedicated eyeshadow project this year, whether you're doing Pan That Palette. That's the most popular one, I'd say. Then there's Eyeshadow Roulette, which I think is a great one as well. And I do know people are also doing projects where the goal is to just hit pan, get pan in an eyeshadow or in a full palette and then swap it out, which is something I would love to do, but with the state of my collection at the moment where everything is so lightly used, that would stress me out because I'd be stuck on the same palette for a whole year. So yeah, that's why I chose the 1/4 gram challenge instead. But let me know what you're doing and how you're going with it. I know at this time of year, usually we're all like refreshed and excited and, you know, like starting a new project, you're all guns blazing, ready to go. And it's later in the year that it gets a bit difficult. But let me know what you're doing, what you're choosing to work on, all that stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.